Hey guys, what's going on? This is Tanner from TMNBaseballFan.com and CansecoCollector.com. Wanted to show you a few pickups that I've made over the past several months. A lot of it's going to be Canseco stuff, but I'm also wanting to show a few other things off also, like for instance, our trip at Hobby Lobby yesterday got us this. My whole family loves this. It's like a massive sport flick. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. Love it so much. We are big nerds over here, and so it's a blast. So we've also got like about 5 or 6 weeks until baby number 2 comes. So for Holly, it can't come soon enough, and for me, same. But it's also like it's coming up real quick for me. It's going like very slow for her, but very fast for me. So there's a slight possibility that baby number 2 is going to be coming on my birthday. He'd have to come early, so we'll see. But for me personally, I'm like, kid, you need to get born on another day because like, let me keep my birthday and you can have your own, right? So, but anyways, show you something else I picked up because what I'm doing right now, by the way, guys, is I'm doing a flip quest. So, and I think I showed this, I know I showed this, by the way, because I got a lot of great feedback on it. I picked this up a while ago. A 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout Diamond Anniversary PSA 10. I mean, guys, how can you not like Trout, right? But this is what I consider his most beautiful rookie card, within reason, I guess, and it's not really a reasonable card to pick up anyways. But it's a beautiful card. I actually years ago was trying to complete this set of just the retired players. Because I love the design so much. I mean, I love the diamond sparkling and the refractorness of the logo here and up there and all that. So it's a great card. But the seller, by the name of Joey, I want to give you a shout out, Joey. He ended up sending me a couple other lower end Mike Trout PSA 10 cards. So Joey, thank you again once more for that. I really appreciate it. What I did was I ended up entering those in a flip quest. And so for those of you who don't know what a flip quest is, I started doing some of those about 5 years ago or 6 years ago probably now. And what it is basically is you take like a card, like let's say this card here, okay? Justin Verlander jersey card's worth a couple bucks. And you trade up and up and up until you get something like this. I mean, it's fun, it's challenging, it's rewarding. So what I did was I did that with the 2 Mike Trouts. So that were freebies that came in. So ultimately, I was able to sell one, and I traded the other. And I just got this in today. So it's an Aaron Judge 2017 Topps rookie. It's a BGS 9.5 Gem Mint card. So guys, take a look. Here it is. If you all want this, feel free to offer a trade up to me. I'm looking to try trade up as much as I can because that's more the reason of a flip quest. But if you have something to offer for this Aaron Judge, let me know. I would appreciate it. It is a great card. I mean, and it's the first Aaron Judge that I've had. So, I'm kind of pumped about that. I also have about $49 in my bank for this flip quest, so to speak, because of the other Trout. So, if you have anything that's, that I could probably do well on as far as selling goes, let me know for the $49. I would appreciate it. So, going forward, there's a few cards here that I want to show. I'll probably show about, maybe about 4 of them today. And these are the ones that really, mean the most to me, I guess. I'll show 5. I'm going to show this one also. But anyway, so I just got this one in today. This is interesting. It's an interesting story. It's a 1999 Platinum, Ultra Platinum medallion. It's number 299, beautiful card, never shows up. I sold mine to somebody that was a reseller several months ago. I reached out to him again after that because I said, man, that's a really cool card. I really want this one back. And, he was selling it. I mean, it's on eBay and everything, but for some reason, I mean, we talk back and forth on email and this, that, and the other, but for some reason, he just would not get back with me through email. So I wrote him on eBay, hey, just checking in. He responded to me perfectly fine through eBay, but not through email. And I offered him like $70 or something to get this back, which is a little more than I sold it to him for. Well, this popped up online, and I was the winner at like $35 for this. So I ended up getting the card back for 50% less or so than I had offered. And so I'm really pumped about it. I love this card. Again, it's super rare. It never comes up. I mean, it's a really great card. And who doesn't love Fleer Ultra anyways, right? I mean, it's just a great design. So anyways, that's the first one. The next one I got in a couple days ago. This is the 2018 Leaf Metal Gold Wave. If I thought that I was going to pick up another Leaf card again, I didn't think it was going to be a new product. Certainly not. But I'm not really a massive fan of a lot of the work that's been put out of Canseco from Leaf recently. But this one, man, they hit a home run. I mean, like the 2017 Leaf Q also, they did a great job. But this is great. I've been looking for a wave refractor of Canseco, and I don't think Topps has put out anything of it yet. So the picture's great. The color's awesome. I mean, I was actually looking for this. If I were to buy one card from 2018 Leaf, it would be this one. And so I was happy to have picked it up. Very thankful that it came in my way. I ended up getting a couple others as well. Let me see if I can grab them here. Those are not it. Oh, here they're. I had them out already. I got the blue, the pink, and the purple. You know, they're great cards. They actually, it's interesting. On camera, they look, the blue and the purple look kind of the same there. But anyways, I promise you they look completely different in person. They are definitely blue, purple, and pink. Cool cards. I don't do rainbows really anymore, so I'm probably going to be putting these up for trade or sale. I think. I don't know yet. I'm just not sure. The only one I really cared about was the Gold Wave Refractor. You know, so I mean, my hat's off to Leaf. They did a great job for the whole run. This just is personally my favorite. So it's really cool. So the next one, somebody reached out a few months ago, I think, and it was a 2005 Timeless Treasures Statistical Champions. I love the design of this. I had the out of 25. I've never seen one out of 5, but until now, here it is. The design is great. I love patches so much anyway, so this was like just a home run for me as far as picking up goes. So it is a decent price. Man, this is probably about as good as this card gets in this form, unless there's like some some cards they did with like an elephant piece or something in it. But yeah, it's great. I love the design. It's one of my favorite designs from that time period. So it's a 2 of 5. So next up is I'll tell you a little story about this here first. So if you know me, you know that this is one of my, if not my favorite cards of Canseco ever. Certainly patch cards that I've ever seen. I am a big fan of this. I put this up for sale when I sell and everything. Thankfully, it didn't sell. And I'm so happy because this is one out of all the patches and everything that I would have kept in my current mindset. So I'm so happy to have been able to keep this as a cornerstone of my collection. And I don't do rainbows, but right, there's always a but. I was able to end up getting back several of the other ones that I wanted. And this was a while ago, so I'm just going to go through them quickly. This is the nameplate out of 50, just because they're jumbo patches and they're awesome. Like, I love how messy and nasty the patches are. It's out of 10, and then out of 5. My favorite rainbow. I mean, I love these cards. The one I didn't have, wasn't able to get back was actually one of my favorites. It was out of 25 because it had a nasty patch. It was awesome. The problem was I sold it just like I had sold these, but thankfully I was able to get them back. The 25 I didn't. I think I was like a day late or something. And it's like, hey, okay, I'll take the card back. And then it said sold on eBay. I was like, oh, dang it, no. And so I reached out to the seller, Curtis, who I sold it to. I said, Curtis, can you please give me the information of the guy so I could reach out and see if he'd do a deal with me? Okay, so he gives it to me. And the seller goes, I'm sorry, I can't. I ended up buying it as a gift for somebody else. And he goes, which, by the way, it was just the finest patch and autograph I've ever seen of a Canseco ever. I'm like, oh, just, turn the knife kind of thing. And so I was like, dang it. I know it was great, but okay, please let me know if anything changes or if your friend wants to get rid of it or something. And so the only thing that I could think of was reach out to somebody else that had purchased the only other Leaf out of 25 that was better than my patch. And there's a little bit of a funny story behind it. Like, it sold, I think, a year or two ago for $265, and it was at a bidding war, which I had something to do with it a little bit because I really did want it, and I had a friend bid for me saying if he wants to get it, then I will trade him mine plus some money if he gets it. Well, he lost, somebody else won, and so I ended up reaching out to him and saying, hey, look, I have this 2018 Triple Threads 1 of 1. It was just, 2018 Triple Threads, there's like over 21 of 1s of Canseco in there. So I wasn't really concerned. It was a beautiful card. It really was. But it's just something that wasn't for my collection. I figured it'd probably fit his more anyways. So, like a crazy person, I ended up trading that licensed 1 of 1 2018 Triple Threads Triple Wood signature card for this 2017 Leaf Q out of 25 patch. And so again, this is one of the things where I'm a big fan of buy the card, not the serial number. This really sings to me right here. I love the balance of the green and the gold in the patches. It's my favorite out of 25 for this. It completes my rainbow of patches, which again, I don't do rainbows, but if it's a card that I love a lot like this, yeah, I'm going to try to go for some of this. The leaf metal, I might sell those others and just keep that gold wave, but for these, the patches, these are my favorites, so yeah, definitely keeping these. But anyway, so I can't believe I was able to do a deal for it, and it took a 1 of 1, but again, you guys, like, for me, serial numbers don't really matter a whole lot nowadays anymore. It's really more about the card itself. So that's really cool. But last but not least, I'll probably tell you about this last one here, which actually came from somebody that I was trying to do a deal with, and I actually mentioned it in my book if you've read it. So he had about 50 cards that I needed. I don't really need them, but I thought that I needed them back then, right? And anyways, he ended up countering my offer with a offer that was like triple what I was willing to pay, and I thought I was high as it was, so I go, no, okay, I'll pass. Well, interestingly enough, I was able to do a deal for my favorite cards, like all of them basically that he has I care about, and this is the last one. And here it is. It is a 2005, I believe, SP Legendary Cuts Classic Careers out of 5. And it's got the elephant face patch. And this is the best card I've ever seen of this type of card. So I'm really happy to have gotten this. It's again, if it were out of 50, it would have been great too. But the fact that it's out of 5, that's really neat. But I had the 1 of 1 of this, and it just had a plain swatch. So, but they had different 1 of 1s. There's another 1 of 1 out there with the patch, but by far this is my favorite one. I'm so happy to have gotten it. So, anyways, there it is. So let me do a little bit of a recap here again real quick of the cards that in the past several months that I picked up that are meaningful to me. I picked up a few others, but these are really kind of it. So really we're just looking at these here. So far cry from being a super collector though, right? I mean, it was fun getting like several cards a day and everything back then, but it felt like being on like a treadmill or something, if that makes sense. Like a feeling like I have to keep getting each one that comes out and everything, and I just don't care about 99% of them out there anymore. This one I care about a lot. This one I care about a lot. Same with this. And this. Still can't believe that made it in my collection. And last but not least, this. And guys, again, I'm going to tell you, if you have anything to trade me, anything really, by the way, it's not Canseco, not vintage or whatever, anything, as long as it makes sense to do a trade, let me know. I would love to do a trade with you for this BGS 9.5 Aaron Judge 2017 Topps rookie. My goal ultimately is to build up some of my vintage collection I have them starting. So in order to get there, I know that several different trades need to happen. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend.